I really lived a great childhood. I just had so many friends in the neighborhood. I went to Catholic schools. Every summer we went to my grandma's cottage. We were there all summer long. I was in an automobile accident. It's been 1980, so 42 years ago. We were on a flat area, and sadly a little boy ran out into the traffic. And so there was a massive accident. The car went rolling, and as a result of that, I have a C4-5 spinal cord injury. I was 27 years old. I would not let my disability deter me. I would not let it define me, and that I would not be a complainer. I knew Jeff would never leave me. I knew that I have friends that, if I didn't complain too much, would stick around. And I had a wonderful family. And I can wake up and I can look around and say, it's a gloomy day, or I can say it's a new day and realize the possibilities of a new day. I've always said that attitude is everything. When I got out of the hospital, I had a nun who was bringing me communion every week. So when she was there maybe a month, I said, if there's ever any volunteer activity that I can make phone calls, I said, let me know, because that's something I'd like to do. And that really was such a positive thing for me to do, because then I start, every week I had a job that I had to get done. Started out with like 5 volunteers, and it was for God's Kitchen, the Meals on Wheels program. It was calling people up, scheduling them to drive. You know how they always say there's always somebody worse off than you? Well, I think people look at me and think, oh yeah, there she is, the person worse off than me. But then when you're helping people, and so that's a great thing when you know that you're making a difference in people, especially when you're feeding them. Everybody loves to eat. So I went to the people at God's Kitchen and said, there's 125 kids that this principal on the west side can identify at 3 schools. These kids aren't getting fed in the evening. We need to feed them. I knew that I could get the money. I knew I could get the volunteers. I knew that I could get the food. Like I always tell people, it's not rocket science. So a bunch of volunteers got together and we started feeding kids, 125 children. I got an intern. Bridget was my intern, and she's still here. We named the program Kids Food Basket. We're feeding 9,000 kids in 4 counties. Yeah, it's a few sandwiches. Over the years, I've been honored and received many awards and recognitions. All of it is only because of the work that I've done with Kids Food Basket. And that's what it's all about. Awareness about childhood hunger is the most important thing here. What I can do has been my mantra through this whole ordeal.
We're not revealing deep secrets, but I think understanding the way her mind works and the way she sets about approaching life and problems and overcoming those problems is inspiring for everybody. Plus, she is funny.
If I can give somebody a leg up by giving them a boost, or them looking at my life and saying, well, if she can do it, then I can do it. I mean, we're all into this together. It's not us and them, it's all us. So that's part of being a community. That's part of being humanity.
It's a story of hope and inspiration and of focusing her mind on what she could do in her life and succeeding remarkably, beautifully, amazingly. Even though her experience is unique and most people will not have had similar experiences, there are so many universal human traits that we can experience with Mary Kay by reading her story.
So if there's just a person that can read my book and say, if she could do that, then I can do something good too. If I can encourage one person, then this has been worth it.